Well, hello and welcome back on my channel about sheet metal fabrication for insulation. And well, in this video I'm going to do a 45-degree T-piece, unequal, so smaller diameter on a big diameter. And yeah, well, let's get started. So this is here diameter 220, and here we have 180. This is here the middle line, and we have here 45-degree angle. I mean, you can change another angle if you need another angle, but in this video we're going to show how to do it with a 45-degree angle. Now, first what we're going to do, as always in every video, there are some things that are always the same. Okay, so diameter 220, that's the half radius is 110. So 110, I'm gonna take here 110. Just here make a circle, and the smaller diameter 180, that means 90. So now we're going to divide the smaller circle into 3 parts. So we got here number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Then we go to pull up those lines. So this is actually here, say, one line, second line, third line, and here the last one, fourth line. Okay. Next, what we're doing, from that big diameter, we're going to pull up those lines 90 degrees in the other direction. Like this. So what we've done till now is we make this small circle, divided the small circle, and those points from where we divided, we pull up those lines where they cross the big circle. From these points we're going directly 90 degrees to the side. If you do it from the left to the right, or from right to the left, it's the same thing. Now we take your ruler, 45 degrees, and the ruler where you have in millimeter, if you have a ruler, it's 20, 20, 20, 20, then it's 766. If you do that in your rule, you have here an angle of 45 degrees. So we got here an angle of 45 degrees. Or you need something like this, and you put here's 45. So see, it's the same. Then I just put somewhere the line, and I'm gonna make the line a little bit longer. So this line here is actually the center line of the diameter from 220. That's the center line. So we need a length. So I'm gonna just take a random length from 300 millimeter. here. And now I need a line exactly 90 degrees from this line. So just gonna make it a little bit longer. We're gonna divide here to make exactly the middle. One side, and from here, something you'll also learn in the basic school, I think, things like this. And now this line comes exactly. So we have here this line exactly 90 degrees. Then we're going to make here the small diameter. Therefore, we need this size again. And also divide it. And from here, so we have those 6 parts. Now we need those lines also pull up down 45 degrees, just like the middle line, and therefore, well, the easiest way is just put your metal here on this, and then this size here, pull it down. Next one, and this one. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to turn the metal, it's easier for me. Same thing. And the last one. Okay, so we're almost done. So these are those points. And first one, say this is number. Well, I'd rather number these as these because it can be confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go up 1, 2, and this one 3. Okay, so we give them numbers. We're gonna have a separation in the middle line. So the middle one is number 4. This is gonna be number 5, 6, 7, and here we're gonna take number 3, 2, and 1. Then you take your metal. I already divided before, so I'm just gonna take 20 millimeters working line to bring it over. So normally it's from the middle line until the TP is 300. So here in this is 320. So you can also cut it later off, but it's easier to put off my bow divider for those points. So number 4, we're going to start with number 4. Number 4 is where the separation is. Oh yeah, forgot to number it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, and then 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's easier. Okay, we set number 4 here, number 4 in the middle one, and at the end here we got number 4. Next one is number 5. Number 5. Now it's just taking those sizes, looking what number. I mean, it's not so hard. It's always the same procedure. Six and 6. And now we got number 7. Also small difference between those lines, what? And now we go down, means number 3. Well, number 3. Number 2. And finally the last one here, number 1. I mean, it doesn't matter with what number you want to start. Okay, with number 1 mostly, not always, but with number 1 you can already have this radius here. It's normally an ellipse, but with the flat swage we can compensate it. So we equalize, and now the rest comes. Now next thing is, because we're gonna use this, we're gonna give some swage allowance, and that's, in this case, we're gonna give him 15mm swage allowance. So I'm probably gonna speed up this part. Okay, now time to cut it out. So, this is it. I hope. Now I'm gonna make here some holes. Okay, now I'm gonna put here or a swage or just a kink, then gonna round it. Okay, well here we're gonna do on this machine very quick. Just a kink. It almost look like a swage. Normally you put a swage in, but for the video. Oh. Got stuff. It's an old rounding machine, nobody uses, so where is the other screw? And here I'm gonna cut from this edge till here. Okay, that's it. Almost done. Now the most interesting part comes. Making the flat swage on a 45-degree T-piece. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I hope it's okay. So I'm recommended to put the machine in slow. Okay, now here goes, everything goes normal, and now I'm pulling here this a little bit in this direction and giving me more, squeeze it more. And then we go back. So now we're going, continuing only here in this part, but not, we go only half, we take only a little bit half, so we're not grabbing it the whole time complete, to avoid getting scratches here in the smallest part. Okay, now we're gonna make a little less pressure. And here you go 45-degree. And here a little bit more again. We make it here, practically we over round it, so we can with the hammer a little bit, hold it a little bit with the hammer, bumping on it. Okay, until now I think it looks good. Just a little bit more. Well, this is actually the hardest part from the 45-degree T, because it takes, if you're a new sheet metal worker, takes a little practice. Got to be honest. So now I'm going to punch here with this wooden hammer. I think it should be okay. So we're going back here again. So now I'm gonna check this out here, just to hold it, and I don't know if it is possible to see in the camera. It's okay. Sometimes you have punch a little bit with the hammer. What? Here, there it is. Can I? 45-degree T with flat switch. Just drill holes in it and you can screw it fast. 45-degree. Okay. I don't. This may be something you can see it from here. It's the right angle, or maybe like this. Well, that was or is the 45-degree T-piece. But we're almost done with the video, because I'm gonna also show you how to make this cutout from the pipeline, if you're interested. So what you're going to need from the cutout, if you want to make a cutout, and by the way, this also the same cutouts you can also do on other T-pieces. It doesn't have to be in an angle 45 degree. It can also be 60 degree, 30 degree, or just a straight 90 degree. So what you're going to do, if you have an equal 45 degree, you don't separate the small diameter. So you just divide the big diameter and pull those lines. So then you have one line. This is one up, and this one should be then down, and then it goes from here back. That's the only difference. So there's not much difference between small and big, or equal, unequal or equal. So with an equal, you divide a big in 3 parts, pull up these lines to the side. You don't have done the small diameter, and then so you will have here one exactly here and here and here, and then this will be number 4 if you do an equal on equal. Now, what we're going to do is this part here, take, this is one, so I'm just gonna put it here, and then you take from the outside, from the big diameter, this part. I'm gonna put the camera a little bit down. I think it's okay. So now we have here this part, and the last part, the smaller here. So this circumference here is from here till here. Same separation, only here in one line. Then we take this angle here, pull up those lines up, I mean, this is extra. I'm honestly never use this, but you never know who's watching and who's searching for something. Maybe for somebody else it's useful, and maybe you don't need the T-piece, but you need the cutout. Now I'm gonna just make these lines a little bit longer. So now what we do is, those points here we have from the T-piece, what we've done before, we're going to pull them up. So number 7 is here. So next line, next point, next line comes here. Then again, next point, next line here. And the last one, number 4, is the outside. So now we go back here. Number 3 goes up. It's this one. Number 2 is here. And number 1 we've got here. Okay, now we're going to connect those lines. So this part now here, if you cut it out, you have a model from the exact cutout from your T-piece 45 degree. Okay, well, with this I think it's complete, everything I wanted to show about a 45 degree T, or any angle you want. Okay, well, another video about sheet metal workshop for insulation fabrication, and well, see you next time.